Hey, yeah. Breezy came back on the tip. I would not play with no bitch. She just wanna fuck off my wrist. I told that bitch she should quit. I was just writing your verses. So you was spitting my shit. I got that red and that green and that blue, and that bitch go like da-da-da-do. When I come with that drip and I got all that drip, and you wanna play with me, I hit you with sticks. Ay. Breezy X keys on the way. Hope you don't get in our way. We just started a new wave. Swan with the fit, Louis apparel, Seth got the kick, Israel keys, he got the whip, Rod with the sauce, Taz got the mix, Torn just poured up that devil's whip. You cannot play, I'm a veteran. Niggas won't try me, you know I ain't better than all of them niggas that you calling your friend. They ain't got hands, I ain't never seen them going. Always been solid, you would never see me folding. Check my neck and wrist, and you know that bitch frozen. Look at all these diamonds on me. Ooh. Look at my chains, you know they is golden.
So yo, what is up 360 crew? Back at it again with the new video. You already know what it is, man. Let's get to it, let's get it. So I'm chilly outside today. This is the questions that you guys all been waiting for. I had you guys a couple videos ago, I had you guys ask me a couple questions about my paint jobs, because I know a lot of you guys comment about it, and I just want to do a Q&A on it. And yeah, that's about it. You already know what it is. Get to it. So let's start from the back to the front. So the first question is, does the paint last? How does it hold up? Like how long does it last? Does it chip? Does it flake? All this other shit. From my experience with it, I can only tell you my experience with it. I had white paint on my Mazda. I had it on there for 4 years, and I also had it on my Civic SI. That's when I first started using the Rustolium paint. The SI, it lasts forever. I took really care of that car until fucking the motor blew on it, and then it was just in the backyard rusting away. But on the Mazda, I took really good care of the Mazda. I'll pop a picture up like right here. I took really good care of the Mazda. It was garage kept. I always washed it. I always try to keep it out the sun, because I do live in Arizona. And if you do live in Arizona, in the summer heat, that sun is just gonna fucking eat it up. But other than that, that's my experience with it. I did have problems with the front bumper on the road. So it is Rustolium paint. So, you gotta understand, it's paint we bought from Home Depot that wasn't meant to go on cars, but I ended up putting it on cars. So you gotta understand, man, the rock chips in the front bumper, you're driving on the freeway, you get little rock chips in it. It's not urethane, it's not protected by, clear coat. It's none of that shit. So I was getting a little bit of chips in the front bumper, but that's common. That even happens on your regular cars. And then the next question is, do I cut and buff the Rustolium paint job? I have before on a black hood. It does come out a lot better when you do cut and buff it. I feel like I do need to demonstrate for you guys about that. It does come out way nicer. Yeah, I just don't really buff them that much, because at the end of the day, man, this is Home Depot paint, buy from Home Depot. So this is just something I could get by. I'm not gonna go spend thousands of dollars on it. So I'm just gonna paint my cars and be done with them. And then next question is, so what gun I use and what compressor I use. I use this Black Widow. This one's a little bit beat up, but it's just a Black Widow from Harbor Freight, around 200 bucks. This one's not working no more. So yeah, I got a new one coming. They're just out of stock right now. But I always use a Black Widow from Harbor Freight. I use it on 35 PSI with the Craftman 3.5 compressor. That's the gun I use. It works really good. I really have really good results on this. You could use any gun though, because I started from the $10 Harbor Freight gun to the $25 Harbor Freight gun. $25 and the $10 one, the same fucking gun. It just comes with the gauge. I used a $50 kit that comes with 2 guns. That gun came out really good. And then I also used a professional gun from Harbor Freight that's like 79 bucks. That one worked really good. And then I used a Spectrum, the $130 gun. That one compares to the Black Widow a lot. It does the same amount of work. So I don't use the HVLP guns no more. All I use now is the HTC guns. The HTC works way better than the HVLP guns. I mean, the HVLP guns, they work really good, but you will get more orange peel out of the HVLP guns. The HTC guns, they're all like the new quality spray guns, and they actually work pretty well. Using the orange peel on these Rustolium paint job, because Rustolium paint is super thick, so you will be expecting some orange peel. But yeah, so sanding. What I do with the cars, all I do is sand it down with 220 grit sandpaper, and then to smooth it out, I hit it with 320 grit right on top of the 220 grit sandpaper, and then I hit it with the primer. You guys want to know what primer I use? I use a simple Rustolium. This can be used. the Rustolium white primer, the oil-based clean metal. This is on bare metal or painted or light rusted metal. You get this at Home Depot too. It's in the same aisle the paint's on. Same ratio, it's a 3-to-1 ratio. I'll explain that in a little bit. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. And then you guys asked me, where do I buy my paint? Home Depot. This is a Home Depot DIY paint job. I get everything from Home Depot except for the clear coat that I will explain to you guys. So the paint I use, obvious. And let me show you guys. I use the Restonian enamel. I use these little cans, or you could get the ones in the gallon. The gallon just don't have this blue. So, and this blue is easier for the video to hold. The Rustolium paint, 3-to-1 ratio. I use the Rustolium with paint thinner. Just regular paint thinner. I don't use nailable spirits or acetone. And then I use the Japan Dry. It dries, you know, speeds up dry time. Japan Dry. I only use a cap full of that. And my ratio, how I mix it is I use this cup is a little bit dirty, but it's good to demonstrate. I use a 3-to-1 ratio. So 3 parts paint, 1 part paint thinner. And then, so what I do on these little cups I get for Walmart for $1, I fill it all the way up to top. So I fill it up all the way to the 6 with paint. Then I fill it up to this 6 with paint thinner. And then I use only one full cap of the Japan Dry to speed up the drying process, because Rustolium paint does take forever to dry. So that's all I use for the Rustolium. I mix it all up and then I spray it on the car. So there's not much to it. That's about it. Then you guys ask clear coat. What clear coat do I use on the Rustolians? So clear coat I don't use clear coat that much on cars, but when I do, I use just any 2K universal clear. This is the brand I use. It's just the cheapest brand that my local paint shop has. It's like 85 bucks. People tell me you can get cheaper, I don't know, but 4-to-1 ratio. You see the hardener, the hardener is right here. I don't need to bring that up, but just regular clear coat universal. So what I do is I let the paint dry to wait a couple hours before I spray the clear coat. I don't do clear coat that much on it, but when I do use that clear coat. 4-to-1 ratio. That's about it. So yeah, guys, what else questions do you guys have? Where do I live? I live in Arizona, where in the summertime it gets fucking 120, in the wintertime it gets 60 degrees, and everybody's a pussy and we cover up because we think it's cold because we're so used to the heat. Anyways, yeah, let me see. The next question is why is it called $50 paint? It's $50 for the paint, $40, and the paint thinner is like 10 bucks. That's all you need. You can even do it cheaper. You could buy 2 of these. You know, if you have a really small car like a coupe or a hatchback or Civic, you could even buy 2 of these with a little thing of paint thinner and only spend like 30 bucks if you have the gun and everything already. It is cheap paint. Just call it $50 because I feel like that's how much I pay on the paint thinner, and the Japan Dry. I literally, yeah, so that's what I call it for. Am I still painting cars? I'm not painting cars right now, guys. I'm more than painting my cars. I don't think I'm gonna paint cars for a while. And yeah, that's that. I got all these projects I need to do on my own cars before I can start painting other people's cars. I know a lot of people, you guys hit me up on Instagram asking me if I would paint their car. And if I do end up painting your car, bro, it's only because I squeeze you in real quick and I have nothing else to do. And I do like helping out you guys. I know personally that paint jobs are so expensive, so I try to give out my prices cheap as possible to get you guys going. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think those are all the questions with the Rustolium paint job. And you guys need any more questions about anything that I forgot to put, always put it down in the comments. And if you did like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Always like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, 360, you already know what it is. Stay tuned, stay with it, let's get it.
Yeah, hey, yeah. Breezy came back on the tip. I would not play with no bitch. She just wanna fuck off my wrist. I told that bitch she should quit. I was just writing your verses. So you was spitting my shit. I got that red and that green and that blue, and that bitch go like da-da-da-do. When I come with that drip and I got all that drip, and you wanna play with me, I hit you with sticks. Ay. Breezy X keys on the way. Hope you don't get in our way. We just started a new wave. Swan with the fit, Louis apparel, Sev got the kick. Israel Keys, he got the whip. Ride with the sauce, Taz got the mix. Torn just poured up that devil's grip. You cannot play, I'm a veteran. Niggas wanna try me, you know I am better than all of them niggas that you calling your friends. They ain't got hands, I ain't never seen them going. Always been solid, you would never see me folding. Check my neck and wrist, and you know that bitch frozen. Look at all these diamonds on me. Ooh, look at my chains, you know they is golden. Look at all the blow, then you know I done sold it. Need some new ice, then I let the jeweler mold it. She want